Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers. No time to waste today. We need to get to work. Many reasons. I've already tried to hire a helper because really I don't feel like plowing that field up there. I just don't. But guess what? That's one of the fields I can't hire a worker for. And you're probably saying, well, what else are you going to do today? Right there. Our lupine fields, all 4 are ready for harvest. And really, I want to get to harvesting those fields just to see what we get for a yield on them, because they're both fertilized. And, I like to see if we can possibly get to our goal of 1.75 million by the end of the season. Those 4 fields right there will determine if we can or cannot. So I'm kind of anxious. The first field we're going to do is the 3-hectare field. And I think that'll kind of tell us if we can get there or not. It's a stretch. It's possible, but we need to harvest some more to find out. But yeah, I tried twice to hire someone to plow that field up there, and the worker's like, yeah, I don't think so. They're not happy about that field for some reason, so we will get to that field at some point. So what I'll probably do is harvest those fields down there. We're not going to get to all of them today. Yeah, we shouldn't get to all of them today. It's not. Why am I even thinking that we could? That's kind of stupid, Peanut. Yeah, I know, because you are stupid. But yeah, we're gonna harvest the fields that we can today. And I know I can hire workers for those fields, so maybe the 3-hectare field, when I get done harvesting it, I'll hire someone to plow that, and eventually we'll come back to plowing that field there. And of course, can't forget the fields down the other corner, especially the big field. Yeah, that big field's going to take us a week to prepare, basically. I know it's say 4 days, but if that's working from 6 a.m. to midnight, it seems like every day. And I'm not sure I want to do that. But let's try to focus on today, which is, let's cultivate this field as we're doing. Not much left, but obviously you came in as I was halfway done, so it's probably 8 o'clock in the morning by now, somewhere around there, a couple hours. And then, of course, let's get to harvesting the big field. We all want to see how much money we can bring in on a 3-hectare field that's well fertilized on a decent crop. And I always like lupine, not just for the looks of it, for one, but it seems to yield rather well when properly on a proper field. And the price isn't that bad. It's rather good. So yeah, maybe today, what do we have for money? Oh, I think we should be able to reach 650-ish. That's 50 grand, so that'd be about 650 might be a stretch. But we will find out by the end of the day, won't we? Well, that's kind of a dumb statement to say. Of course we're going to find out at the end of the day, because at the end of the day we can see. Sound like I'm going to hit the tab button, and then the banker's going to say, no, can't see your account. Forget it. But at least we'll get another field prepared, as in this one. And we should be able to harvest at least 2 fields, I would think. That 3-hectare field is going to take us a while, and the field next to it I think is like 1.5 hectares. I used to remember these fields around the farm so easily, but now since I got all the other fields, all the numbers are just gelling into my head together. Alright, a few more passes now, and we can drop off the cultivator. I think I'll probably drop it off at that field. Since I can't hire help, I know I'm going to have to do that field ourselves. But that big field down the other corner just keeps lingering in my head, like, okay, you're going to have to do that in about a week or so. And what I mean a week, in a game week. I don't know if we'll be skipping any days anytime soon. Obviously, with the 4 fields down below ready for harvest, we could always working those. So I don't feel like I'm going to be skipping any days soon. Should be 100% cultivated. It is. So we'll drop off the cultivator right here. Make sure we don't run into our plow, you know. I'm going to try just one more time for the heck of it. Make sure I'm on the correct field. Yeah. Alright. That's a no-go. Which is fine. Which is fine. Let's come on over here. Sneak in there. No, don't hit the tree. For many reasons, not good for the tractor or the tree. Thank you, scaffolding. Let's get into our dirty combine. The header's probably detached like it always is. Now it's connected. Lower the head. Turn on the header. And let's start collecting some of this lupine. Alright, so it is 93% fertilized, about 88% manure. So I'll have to see how she yields. But as you can see, it's a rather big field. Like I said, if we can get like up to 650 grand today, that'd be wonderful. But that might be a stretch. But it all depends on how this field yields, and that'll kind of let us know how the rest of the fields are going to go. It'd be awesome if I can get 2 trailers out of here, but I don't think that's going to do it. But we shall find out here. I'll make a few rounds, and you can kind of figure out by how the tank's filling up, how much a percentage of the harvest you've done. You can kind of figure it out for yourselves. But as each day passes, it seems like the end of the season is approaching faster and faster. You know, at first you say, oh, we got a month and a half, and one day passes, it's like, yeah, we got a month and a half, and it just seems like it's gaining on you faster and faster as each day passes, and it's like, okay, I haven't seeded the field yet. That's the bad side of your brain. Your good side of the brain is saying, yeah, but you got a month. You got plenty of time. And your bad side of the brain is saying, yeah, but it's getting here quicker. No pressure. And then you just got to take a step back and say to yourself, you got plenty of time. So it's like the 22nd now? 23rd? See, I already lost a day. I thought it was the 22nd. It's the 23rd. Hit the panic button. And still no rain in the forecast, which right now is a good thing, because we got fields to harvest, and rain is that's the only time you don't want rain, when you're trying to harvest. Any other time, yeah, you can plow, cultivate, seed, fertilize in the rain. It doesn't really change the yield of the crop. In real life, if it was pouring rain out, I don't think you'd want to plow or cultivate or seed. So, yeah. Let's see. So, looks like we may get 2 combine tanks out of this, which would mean 24,000 grains. So it's not quite 2 trailers. So us reaching 650 grand today, I don't think it's going to happen. But let's set ourselves a steep goal and see if we can reach that. But you can see that second field I'm going to try to get today right there. Don't have to go too far to get to it, and it's not that big of a field. Like I'm saying, I think after I finish harvesting this one, I think I'll get a worker to plow this field. This is a 3-hectare field. It's a decent sized field. I think you know, it's time to call in some reinforcements. For a couple reasons. 1, I don't feel like plowing this field. 2, I don't feel like plowing this field. And 3, I just don't really feel like plowing this field. So those are my reasons. Yeah, a 3-hectare field would take us at least a half a day to do. And I'm more interested in harvesting at this point. You know, it's this money just sitting there, so let's get it out of the ground and get our money into their bank account. But we should easily be able to harvest these 2 fields today. And any extra time, maybe I'll start plowing that other field up there. Do it little by little so it doesn't feel like I gotta do it all in one day. That field up there can be kind of a pain in the butt. As I've shown before, there's like a crop circle up there in the soil. Really makes the tractor do funny things when you go up and down the little knolls of the crop circle. And in the next episode, we'll get the other 2 lupine fields just below this one, or these 2, over the hill. And then that will conclude harvesting the fields up by the farm. And then we'll just have the 3 fields down at the other corner to get to at some point. I'm kind of hoping the big field will be ready before September 1st, but I think when I planted it, I was guessing maybe not until like the 8th to 10th of September. It was kind of my guesstimate. Yeah, so at this point, I'm kind of hoping that we just get somewhere around 30 grand in the bank account today. So maybe half of what, you know, I was shooting my goal for. Now that I can see how it's yielding. So let's, you know, if we get up to, you know, 630, that'd be nice. But that could be even stretching it still. I think I was trying too hard to get to the 1 3/4 million, so I was saying, oh yeah, if we get to 650 today, that'd be fantastic. And then, yeah, you start seeing the yield, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm not even going to be close to that. So, darn. Whatever. It's not like we need the cash, but you know, it's nice to see that total going up. As you can see, the light flashing on the tractor, we have a full trailer of lupine waiting to go to sell. But I need to finish clearing out this field before we do so. So Hop Along Charlie can come in here and start plowing this field for us. I hope Hop Along Charlie will come to the field and plow for us. You know, I hope I don't get a message that the field's too big or no one wants to work in it. It's always a possibility, but I believe I had someone work in this field before. So I'm thinking it should not be an issue, but we don't have much more to harvest, and we'll find out shortly. And after we finish this field, I'm going to head down and start actually working on that field as well until the combine's full. We are almost halfway full, actually. So we should be more than half full by the time we head over there. That way we can bring the trailer to the sell point. We come back, we'll just bring up right to the harvester, empty the harvester, and finish that field. But the day is moving along. It's like 2 in the afternoon already. So it's not going to leave me much time to get back up to that field up there and plow that. But anytime we have left over, I will jump up there and plow it until it gets, you know, right around 8 o'clock at night. That's my plan, anyways. Yeah, I know, I'm stepping on the throttle. I need to get back down where the crops are. Don't tell me I'm moving too fast. The field yielded just a little bit under what I thought. After I said 2 combine fulls. Let's see. I got six. So 2 combine fulls, 24,000. You got 16 in there. Yeah, so we're at 22. So we're probably gonna, you know, somewhere around 22.5, somewhere around there. So you know, I wasn't that far off, but I was off. And I don't like being, I don't like overestimating. I like underestimating. Underestimating means more money than I thought. Overestimating means a kick between the legs, kind of. So, alright, that's that field done. So since we're sitting in the field, no, let me zoom in so I can click on it. Alright, we do have a worker coming to plow this field. Hopefully my tractor's not in the way. Even if it is, he should be able to find his way around. But he can start plowing that field for us. And I don't care how long it takes him because he's got plenty of time to get to it before I'll get to it and cultivate it. Like I said, our goal today is I reset the goal to 630 in the bank. I think that's going to be a stretch at this point. Because if we make, well, there's our worker right there. I'm not quite sure I know what he's trying to do, but you know, he's getting there. Yep, there you go. Drive right into that light post and teleport forward. Now he's stuck on the bridge. Yep. That's got to be Hop Along Charlie, because only he would do that. That's some good wood on that bridge, I'll say that much, though. You know, hold up that tractor and deal with the pressure that tractor's putting on it. He's getting there. Man, you made me miss some of my crops. Hey, he finally teleported forward. I think he can get there. I think he can get to the field from there. I hope he can. Although I'm not quite sure I know where he's going now. But whatever. As long as he gets there. How are we doing? We're 70% full in the tank. I'm a little nervous about our tractor and trailer up there that Hop Along Charlie doesn't run into it and does who knows what to it. I do not know if it's possible to tip a tractor over in this game like you can like in other games. I have yet to do that, so I'm going to assume it's not possible. I've been on a hill with this steep incline like that and parked sideways and the tractor doesn't tip over. I don't see where our worker went. Oh, he's up there. I see him. He's still zooming around the field though, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Is he actually plowing the field? Is he going that fast and just... Yeah, he's got the plow on it. Alright. Don't question things. Just, you know, let him go to work. Let him get it done. And now he's turning around going the other way. That must be his starting point for the field. Alright. I think that's what he's doing. We're at 80% on our tank. So it looks like we're getting like 10% going around. Yeah, so I was hoping for I think originally I said 2 trailers out of the first field, and I think we kind of got like a trailer and a quarter. I gotta start underestimating this, so it makes me feel better when I get done with the field. I want to eat a pizza because, you know, I don't need to see that my shoelaces look good and the tree bark looks yummy, and, you know, that frog in the river down here looks kind of tasty, kind of stuff. And really, once you get down to 90% on food, might as well just have a pizza and get it over with. It's not like I don't have plenty of food in the pantry. Although a pizza does sound really good right now to myself. I may have to make one when I get done recording this. Alright, so it looks like Hop Along Charlie is coming down the hill with the plow on, going this way. Our light is getting ready to come on the combine harvester. So what I think I'm going to do is when we get up to this corner up here, let's put the pipe out first. We'll park the combine and ready to get the next strip around the field done. Park it right there. And let's teleport up to our tractor. And let's go sell this grain. Yeah, this way is going to be the best way to go. Make sure we stay off our grass when we go over this little hill. Shouldn't go over our field that we just cultivated with a heavy trailer like that, but you know what, it doesn't really matter in the game. In real life, I don't think you'd want to do that. You're just compacting the soil again. Let's go put some more money in our bank account. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be nice, but it's not gonna be that impressive. Where we're gonna say, "Oh, 630 is a possibility." Nah. Let's see if we get like 12,000 from this trailer. It'd be nice. Should be in that area there. So I think we'll get up to, with the money we got, probably up to 610,000, I think. Yeah, so probably right around 610 grand is what we'll end up with when we get done. And then hopefully we get another full trailer, but I think we can. Since the combine's just about full, and I think we got half that field left to go. So I think we can get another maybe 4,000 grains out of it. Look at that, it said 610. Can I get any closer? Not really. But I'll meet you back at the combine. We'll empty it and we'll finish harvesting that field. And then we'll come back to the sell point once again. And here we are, back at the combine. Why is the combine rolling backwards? Is it trying to center itself up on the trailer all by its lonesome? Must be it did. Did a nice job. Yeah, so now we know a full trailer is like 12 grand, so even if we get another full trailer, we're not even going to reach 625. But, alright. It is what it is. Just about empty. Like I said, it'd be really nice if we could get a full trailer, so another 4,000 grains, which I think we can get another 4,000 grains out of this field. How big is this field actually? About a hectare and a third. Okay. I keep looking. Hopefully I can remember next time, but I doubt I will. There's a few fields I can always remember. And other fields I just guess at. So the other two fields that we have, we should be able to get a trailer out of that as well. That's going to be just under 3 hectares, so yeah, maybe a trailer and a little bit extra. So when we harvest those fields down there, I'd look to get about maybe 14 grand out of those. Actually, we might get more than 4 grand out of this field. What I'll do though is we'll just if we get more than 4, we'll just top off the trailer and leave the rest in the tank, because we'll be harvesting more lupine tomorrow. Well, we did reach the 4,000 grain mark, so we should get a full trailer and a little bit extra to start the day off tomorrow. And I'm not sure I'm even going to bother even try to plow that other field yet today. Only because the first thing I want to do tomorrow is harvest these 2 fields. So that means, you know, bring the tractor up, bring the tractor back down. And as you can tell by the shadows, it is getting late in the day as well. Makes a combine harvester look huge that way, doesn't it? So, I mean, it's not late. Yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock. So by the time, you know, we take care of things down here, you know, bring the harvester up over the hill, and bring the tractor back up to the sub point, and then bring it back down. Yeah, it's not going to be worth dropping off the trailer, going way back up there, hook the plow up, and sneeze on the field for a little bit and say, oh, I'll call it quits. So we'll just get everything set up for tomorrow. And we'll jump right on harvesting those 2 fields, which shouldn't take that long because, you know, combined the fields aren't even 3 hectares. Just want to make sure I don't overfill it. I should have more than enough to fill up the trailer, I believe. Not that much extra. Wow, 100 grains extra. But it's 100 grains. So let's bring the combine over the hill the way you wouldn't go in real life, because you know, probably in real life I would think the combine might get stuck on this little section here and may bottom out in a couple of areas. The header may hit the ground, but for us it's the shortest way to get there right now, and that's what we're doing. As you can see, this field's not that big, so it shouldn't take us too long to clean out this field, and the other field behind us is just shy of 2 hectares. There we go. And I think what we'll do here, instead of cutting across all the fields, we're not that far from the road, so let's just go to the road. We'll drive up that way, sell the grain, bring the trailer down next to the harvester, and then we'll run back to the farm and call it a day. Not as productive as I was hoping for, but still, it is decent money. Yeah, I know the trailer's full. I really hope in the next update that that's something we can turn off. It is the warning lights and all that stuff. Because basically the only warnings you get are the trailer's full, you know, do something about it, or the combine's getting full, do something about it. I don't mind getting the warning once, but as often as we get them, it starts to become a nuisance. Yeah, this field does look better without those little shrubs here that we cut down a few episodes ago. I try to leave them in just to add more environment to the map. Alright, so like we saw before, this should yield about 12 grand in our bank account. So hopefully we get up to 622-ish, somewhere around there. And then maybe tomorrow when we harvest those fields we'll get to like 635 from harvesting those two fields. Hey, 622. So it is just about 12 grand. Almost on the nose that we're getting per load. I would like to work on our social points still a little bit, but yeah, nothing. I had one job today. It was a transport job, and I was like, yep. Even though the transport jobs lately have been paying better for some odd reason, I don't know if I'm getting paid more for my transport jobs because our bank account is going higher and our social points are going higher little by little, that our social status with the NPCs are getting higher, so they pay us more. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Looks like the sun just went down behind the mountain. It was like someone hit a light switch there for a second. Yeah, it's well, yeah, it's approaching 7 o'clock at night, so yeah, not really any time for plowing tonight. Obviously, yeah, you could work until around the clock if you wanted to, but hop along, Charlie might. Nah, he'll be there in the morning, still working. That might be the only the only job I have him do there. Pretty much going on how I feel lately about doing some work. The yard, I kind of maybe should mow the yard since we got another month left in the season to go. But I was looking for a rainy day, but yeah. In about a month's time, this is going to be the Sahara Desert, I think. It's not, it's just not raining. And I know when the rain comes, I just have a feeling I might get those like 2 or 3 days in a row of rain. But as long as we're not harvesting, if worst comes to worst, we can always do some work. So let's park the tractor and trailer right here. Our nice dirty equipment, pretty much. So this field is just shy of a hectare. It's got good fertilizer and manure, 88%, which is not bad. Then I want to say this field behind us here is 1.98. I don't know, I'm looking for traffic. You know, they'll stop if they want. 1.91, that's 95 and 85 on the fertilizer. So yeah, just shy of 3 hectares. And as we just saw, that 3 hectare field kind of gave us like a trailer and a quarter. So we're just going to get just over a trailer. Trailer's worth of grain, which is 12 grand again. Hey John, your barrel is down here again. But that's going to do it for today on the farm. Like always, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully enjoyed the episode. Let's just check up on the fertilizer before I forget. Yeah, we're just over half, so nothing to worry there. We're not wasting any. But yeah, until I see you in the next episode, which is tomorrow, I'll see you then. Have a good one.